Good afternoon, Stig here. I thought I'd make another video just to show you my one of my favourite armies actually. It's the Spartan Army, or the Greek kind of allied army that I've collected for Impetus over the years. I use this army for To the Strongest and Hail Caesar as well. It's probably one of my favourite armies that I've painted. All these are Zeiston 15 or 18mm figs. And raw mounted 1 unit per base as per the Impetus rules. I suppose we'll look at the Spartan contingent first. As you can see there, it's split into 2 different contingents. On this side here we've got the Spartans, and then the other side is the allied Greeks. So in the smaller games I can have 2 armies there fighting against each other. Let's have a look at the Spartans first. Okay then, so there's a Spartan contingent. In front there we've got 2 units of javelin men, and then a unit of peltasts, mercenary peltasts. They're kind of the light troops, and then behind we've got the actual Spartan hoplites. Each one of those units is 24 figures strong. The 2 units down on the left are Spartan citizens, and then the one on the right hand side with slightly different shields are Perolokoi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm terrible with these pronunciations, but they're like the Spartan subjects who were forced off their land and forced to fight for the Spartans in times of war. In Impetus, the generals are generally the part of the unit. So the way I modelled these, I'll show you my general's base. If it'll focus, there we are. Okay, so there's the general. Is on a unit of Spartans there. Slight conversion there with the general's bodyguard. I drilled a hole and put an arrow in the guy's shield. Yeah, the Zeiston figures are great. Just need to be careful with the spears when you're handling them because they're really sharp. Fingers like pincushions, and there's the back. Yeah, really nice figures, the Zeiston figures. Okay, let's put him back. Also with them I've got a Spartan cavalry unit at the back there. I'll show you that. Okay, so there's the Spartan cavalry unit. Spartan cavalry was notoriously bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't really a match for the Persian cavalry or anything like that. But it is what it is. Just a different unit to paint for the Greeks. They don't have much cavalry. What I also did on there, I attached a unit of Hamipoi, I think is how it's pronounced. It's basically javelin men that accompanied the cavalry. So I actually modelled it onto the base with a couple of spare javelin men. So I think it just makes the base a little bit more interesting. 6 figures to a base. It's a medium cavalry unit. Yeah, and as you can see, the Zeiston figures are really nice. The horses particularly are really nice, nice figures, I find. So there we are. There's a Spartan cavalry. What I also did, just to use it in Hail Caesar, I had some spare command figures, so just do a little bit random, just stuck on a base, just so you can use it as a commander. It's not very Spartan-like, but you know, it does. He's on a white horse. Looks quite heroic. There's a little trumpet blower guy there. Yeah. And then moving on to the allied contingent, or the Athenians, if I wanted to use them as those. They're slightly more interesting to paint, all different colours, different shield designs, but the army is pretty much identical. So we've got the 2 javelin units there, unit of peltasts at the front, and then 3 blocks of hoplites with a cavalry unit at the back. I'll show you the general's unit for my allied general, or my Athenian general. Shall I use them as that? Show you the different shield designs. The shield designs are a mix of little big man shield transfers and Vendi Vidi Visi. Is that how you say it? transfers, which are kind of a more old-fashioned kind. Yeah. So there's a general there with a red cloak, with his arms crossed, looking a bit unimpressed. There we are. And again, with the allies, they've got their own general. Little guy on foot, and the spare hoplite stuck on there as well. Yeah, these are all Zeiston figures, really nice. Really like these figures. Probably one of my favourite armies in the ancient period is probably my main interest, if I'm honest, in wargaming. Although I'm interested in pretty much everything. The Greek and Persian wars and the Peloponnesian War I've always found fascinating. So there we are, there's my Spartan allied army for impetus, or Hail Caesar, or to the strongest. There we go. Thanks very much for watching. I'd just like to thank everyone who's liked my video so far, and the people who have subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Thanks very much. And I'll see about maybe get my Persians filmed at some point next week. Thank you very much again. Bye bye.